All right, so in this exercise, we are going to learn how to place air terminals. Okay, so as you can see, we are still using the same building. So we are going to modify first the ceiling plan. Okay, so as you can see on my project browser, my current view is one ceiling mech. Okay, so we're going to modify our view range here. Okay, so to do that, I'll just close my system browser here and probably I'll separate the properties and put it here on my right side. Okay, so here on my properties, I'm gonna change the view range. Okay, so let me click edit, and then here on the view range, if you want to get an idea on how the view range work, you can also select here show, and then it will give you this illustration, as well as you can click this help button here. Okay, right, so here on my view range dialog box for my primary range, I'm gonna change the, okay, I'm just gonna make sure that associated level 1 here is selected, 8 feet 4 inches, and then cut plane is 7 feet 6 inches. Okay, so what else do I need to change? Okay, so for the cut plane, so instead of 7 feet 6 inches, so I'm gonna make this 0. Okay, so I want to lower down the cut plane, so I'm gonna change that to 0. Okay, and then after that, for the view depth, you can see 8 feet 4 inches, so that's fine. So what will happen is, if I select here OK, you will see the range here will change. Okay, so as you can see, some plumbing fixtures, walls have appeared after I modify the view range. Okay, good. Now the next thing that I'll be doing, we are now going to place our supply air terminal. Supply terminal is here on the systems tab, and then you can see here air terminal. Okay, you can also type 80. So if you do not have the air terminal loaded in your project, so what you can do is you can go to the insert tab and then go to the load Autodesk family. Okay, and then you can just search from here, or you can go to, I think it's on mechanical category, and then look for air terminals here. Or instead of doing that, so like what I've said, you can just type here. So air terminals, enter, and then you can just select from here. Okay, so you have there your air terminals that you can load in your project. You just select, and then after that, just select load. So in my case, it's already loaded here. So that's why from the systems tab, I'm going to select here air terminal, and then from the properties, I'm gonna use here supply diffuser hosted work plane base supply diffuser. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. Okay, so since this one is work plane base, so I'm gonna make sure here on my placement that place on face is selected, because the default here is place on vertical face. That's why, as you can see, it only appears if you place that on vertical elements such as walls. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna select your place on face. Okay, so just click that one, and then as you can see, it's now available on my view. All right. Okay, so now the next thing that I'll be doing is I'm going to probably I'll just put it here on my CEO office. I'm gonna put here my air terminal. So I'm gonna just click here. So by default, as you place your air terminal, since this is a work plane base, it will be placed on the work plane by default. Okay, so if you click that, you will be able to see here the properties wherein you can modify the arrow of your air terminal. You can just uncheck the arrows if you want, and then just apply, and then it will look like this. Okay, so I'll just check all of this, and then you can also see here some of the property of that particular air terminal, including the system classification. And since we haven't created any system yet, it says here undefined, which is fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the property of this. So instead of having a flow of 500 CFM, so I'm gonna change this to 300. So I can change from here I can also change from here. So like, for example, I'll change from here. I'll type 300, enter. And as you can see, it's also updated here. Okay. So now you can either use the align tool or you can drag your air terminal to align it on our ceiling. Okay, so you can just use the move tool or drag. You can click that and then you can drag that like that. So if you want to place your air terminal exactly on this ceiling here, you can use the move tool or you can use the align tool. So let's say I'll go to the modify here. I'll be using align tool. So let's select align. Okay, so let's say I want to align it in this square. So I'm gonna select first the reference and then the side that you want to align. So you click, there you go. And then after that, select again your reference line and then the side that you want to align. There you go. Okay, so that's how you place or align your air terminal. And then after that, I'm going to copy this. Okay, very simple. We're not going to make this difficult exercise. So I'm just going to copy that. So let's say I want to copy it here. So I'm gonna use the copy tool. So select and then here select copy. And then I'm going to click the base point. Okay, so this is my base point. Okay, so multiple is selected by default. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to copy it multiple times. So now I'm going to move this. So let's say I want to put it here. So you click. Okay, and then let's say 3 squares down. 1, 2, 3 here. There you go. And then somewhere here. There you go. And then after that, I'll select here, modify. Okay. Actually, in this exercise, the placement of the air terminals may not be exact. So it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just showing you how to place it properly. Okay. So now the next thing that we'll be doing, we're going to add return and exhaust air terminal. So you need that one. Okay. So again, from the systems tab, so I'm going to select here air terminal. Okay. And then I'll be selecting here exhaust diffuser. I can also type here. Okay, so search bar, so type exhaust diffuser hosted. Okay, so just click that one. And then we are now going to place it. So let's say I want to place the exhaust somewhere. Maybe I want, so exhaust diffuser. All right, so I'll just put it here and then I'll use the align tool and then I'm gonna align that, align like that. Okay, so you can also change the type. So let's say, for example, oh, I do not want the exhaust diffuser. So let's say you want a return diffuser. So that's fine. So you just need to select that and then after that, just change from here. So let's say you want the return diffuser hosted. So I'll just select this one and there you go. So you are now able to change it. Okay. And then you can also change the property of that diffuser. So let's say for this one, I want 300. So I'm going to select that. I'll change the flow here. So I'll change that to 300. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this. I select that, copy, and I'm going to place it. I'm going to pick the base point first, that one. And then I'm going to move all the way down to place that. Maybe somewhere here. There you go. Modify and then select that. As you can see, it's also 300 CFM. Okay, so now I'm going to place another air terminal. So aside from selecting the air terminal tool here, or you can type 80, you can also select one air terminal and then you can right click and then you can select create similar. So that's another option. So you can click that. So it will create a similar air terminal, but I'm going to change that to exhaust. Okay, so exhaust. Okay, so before I place my exhaust, I can also change it here, the flow. I can change first the flow. So let's say I'm going to make it 250 CFM. Okay, so it's now 250 and then I can place one. So let's say, for example, Okay, how about in this area? Okay, so I'll just place one here. And then I'll use the align tool. So say here, align, then modify. Okay, so that's it for this simple exercise. Okay, so that's the exercise on how you place your air terminal. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.